As a young girl, Ava spent many a Sunday afternoon with her grandmother after the rest of the family had gone visiting friends and relatives. She looked forward to those Sunday afternoons by the fireplace, listening to her grandmother telling stories of long ago. She talked about her family and friends, the times they shared together, the things they did, and the places where they lived and visited before the world changed forever. Ava kept her glittering stories of the beautiful people and their fairy tale life in her imaginary treasure box for safekeeping. The grandmother told her it wasn't necessary to understand, just remember. Those stories became Ava's heritage, and now you can share in that legacy. A Cardinal Sin is based on a true story. Here are a few excerpts.
Yanni disapproved of Nina's visits to the capital. His disapproval came from hearing Nina telling him how much she loved the city and how she dreamed of living there someday. At that time, Nina was engaged to marry Dieter. He had a large farm and a flour mill not too far from Yanni's estate. He was a third cousin and a very nice, hard-working man. He would be able to provide for Nina and his future family very well. Yanni had made the arrangement years before. He didn't want his sister to dream about living in the city. She had a great future ahead of her with a truly good man. Yanni saw no reason for Nina to be dreaming of living in Budapest. Living on a prosperous farm was far better than life in the city. Amber was no longer calm. Her voice was shaky and the tears were falling from her eyes as she said, "You are my only chance at happiness. I love only you." Otto gathered the crying girl in his arms. She looked up at him. He looked into her face and saw her warm smile, her partly open, full mouth, inviting to be kissed. He forgot time and place. He held the girl so tight he could feel her heartbeat. His passion knew no barrier as he touched Amber's lip with his. There they stood in a timeless embrace. As a bachelor, Adam rented a flat in Budapest and stayed there during the time the parliament was in session. The flat was in the 5th district, located on the fashionable banks of the Danube. But more importantly for Adam, it was only a short distance to the parliament. Adam and Amber, on their return to Budapest, settled into the flat. It was convenient and comfortable, and they only spent a short time there. Nevertheless, Yanni insisted on purchasing a house for his daughter. Both Amber and Andy tried to talk him out of it. Amber heard the approaching rider and her blood turned to ice. She thought, "Otto is dead. Amalia is coming to tell me." She flew to the door, expecting to see her mother-in-law, but instead saw Otto running toward her. In an instant she was in his arms. The moment their lips touched, the burning flame of love ignited between them. This flame would burn in their hearts, scorching hot for the rest of their lives, fanned forever by a sweet, forbidden love.
A Cardinal Sin is available from Amazon.com. Don't miss out on this amazing story.